Back, SNS Pigskin Picks. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. I am Pratty Sandhu. I am joined by Jeremiah Sheen.
What's
What is going
up?
on, Jer?
Oh,
What's up? What's
just
up?
waiting for that Giants Cowboys clash. It's gonna be good. Malik Neighbors versus the
Yeah,
Dallas Cowboys.
one-sided affair usually. hmm
Yeah.
I hear you. So here we are, week 4 already. We had decent week 3, 4-2. We are moving along to week 4 with our gold, silver, and bronze picks. And we're looking to keep up the good work and keep stacking W's. And let's just start off with bronze. What do you got cooking up for bronze, Jer?
My bronze pick is the New York Jets. I think they're rolling. I don't like that huge spread after the Broncos showed what they can do, but I still think that they will win and cover. Jets are rolling, baby.
Yeah, I think Broncos might have a little bit of a letdown after what they did in Tampa, right? So Jets should keep it marching, and yeah, I like it. I mean, we'll see if Denver can produce that amount of points like they did in the last game. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So we got Jets minus the 7.5.
Yep.
Okay. Well, my bronze pick is a little bit of a stinker like last week. Hold your nose. It is them stinking Jaguars plus 6.5. Um, it is division game, which is my
Yeah.
main reason here.
Of course.
I'm looking back. I know it's a short week, which doesn't help. So that's working against me, but I really do think that they show up, keep it close. I don't know about winning because Texans are tough to beat, especially at home. But the only thing I like for the Jaguars besides a divisional factor is the Texans are kind of struggling to score, and that's what gives me a little bit of hope. The Jaguars, they play this team twice a year, as we know. You got to have some familiarity. You got to have some pride. You're 0-3. Keep it close. That's my bronze pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I don't know if you have any
Jaguars,
thoughts on that
they
one.
they they got they got to show something like that 4-0, like that's going to be the laughing stock of the NFL. Like even Carolina
Exactly.
got to win. Like they got
hmm
yeah. So if they got to try their hardest, and if that's not enough, it's pretty well a
Yeah.
write off.
Totally, man. I hear you. It's one of those show out or you're done and you're a laughing stock, and probably Doug Peterson will be fired. So
Yeah, he got
Dougie
fired
P
pretty quickly
in
after that
in
Super
a bit of a
Bowl.
shitty situation there, but
That was callous of the Eagles, but
it was. But I mean, at the time, it's kind of what everyone's doing, right? Something's not working, you just move on to the next coach, next best thing. And I'm not a big Nick Sirianni guy, but he's done well so far. I mean, he's been to the Super
we'll
Bowl,
see.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll see.
So so that's our bronze picks for week 4. Let's move along to the sterling silver picks. What you got cooking?
My silver matches the uniforms. Detroit Lions,
Mm,
baby. Detroit Lions are
Detroit.
gonna add to that stellar win they had in Arizona and hand their
Mm,
Seahawks their first loss.
okay. So Seahawks are 3-0. They're traveling into Detroit. Detroit's looked a little average so far, I would say. The line has drooped down now. It was 4.5, I believe. Now it's 3.5. So you're getting a little bit of value. So they only got to cover 4 points for you. Um,
Yeah, I like
this,
it.
um, yeah, this game, I was on the border of it. Initially, I thought take Seattle in the points. Then I was asking myself, why is Seattle getting so many points? This is a 3-0 team. But now the consensus is that Seattle hasn't played anyone, right? So this might be their game. Say, hey, are you guys for real, or are you guys just a mirage? So
Detroit's got to
um,
keep rolling in that division, or they're going to fall behind. So
they
they just
do,
put
but
up
they
or shut
haven't. I
up.
mean, like
And
they won in overtime in the first game, and then Tampa, just took care of biz in week 2, and then week 3 they beat Arizona, but it wasn't convincing. So that's the only thing that worries me is Detroit hasn't convincingly beat anyone, but this is their chance. Monday night doubleheader.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the Lions Seahawks.
Yeah.
So 3.5. My silver pick is going to be the Chicago Bears at -3 to -2.5 if you can get it. I'm not big on the Bears this year. I'm going to be honest, but I see them as a team that's going to be up and down, and I see this is one of their opportunities to be up. I mean, you're at home, you're facing a beat-up Rams team
Well,
who
and they're
kind of
coming
popped
off
their
an
cherry.
emotional
Yes,
high win.
yes,
So yeah,
yeah,
that
and
that
then
counts.
yeah, and I mean, you're getting 3 points with Stafford against an offense that hasn't done much, so I can see why people would want to take the Rams, but I see Chicago turning it around, and they look pretty decent in that second half, garbage time withstanding. So I see them turning it around. Rams struggling. The last time the Rams were on the road, they were in Zona, and we know how that turned out in week 2. That was a one-sided
Yeah.
affair. So maybe something in the middle there. So I'm back in Chicago -3. I see this as a get right week, and this is your
Nice.
chance, Chicago. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of talk about, oh, you should have taken Jaden Daniels, and Caleb's not the guy, and so here you go, Chicago. Time to shine. So that's our silver for week 4. Let's move along to our shiny gold picks. What do you got?
I'm staying with the theme, matching the uniform,
Mm-hmm.
going with the gold and black in Indianapolis. I think Indianapolis is pretty beat
Okay.
up. Anthony
Yeah.
Richardson throwing in interceptions to average defenses. This is one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. Small sample size
Right.
being said. So,
They are.
yeah, I think they take care of business. Just win, baby. Maybe even just by 3. But yeah.
Yeah. When I first looked at it, I thought it was a bit of a fishy line. I was like, why are Pittsburgh not -3? And Indy, I mean, Anthony Richardson, which Anthony Richardson's going to show up? Like, it's only the kid's
Exactly.
7th pro start, so, but, I mean, I think if they use Jonathan Taylor properly and they dink and dunk and, they could be competitive in this game. It's just not a number I'm going to back them at. And, Steelers under a field goal on the road. Let's see what they can do. And 4-0, I know Paul's going to be liking your pick there for his Steelers. So
Well, no, he doesn't like.
he
PF
doesn't
doesn't
like when
like
you
me
bet
betting
on
on his
them,
team.
but if they do win, then he'll like you, right? So, and spoiler alert, Paul will be joining us on Sunday, and
Nice.
we're hopefully try to get this show onto a different platform. But yeah, so you're going with the Steelers, black and yellow, minus the 1.5 in Indy.
Yeah. You know
Okay,
what it
okay.
is?
Mm-hmm.
So you
Right.
got another stinker?
Okay,
You
so
got another stinker for me?
uh, this is similar to the Rams game last week that I took for one of my selections. It's going to be Jim Harbaugh and the khaki pants +8 at home to the mighty Chiefs. Looking at the Chargers injury list, Joe Alt out, Rashawn Slater doubtful, Derwin James suspended, Joey Bosa questionable, Herbert questionable. So they're the walking wounded. They're saying Kareem Hunt might be activated for KC. Um, this is
Next
a
man
very
up,
similar
though,
game.
right? The Chargers
Yeah,
should
very
have some
similar.
capable backups and, garbage time touchdowns that'll cover that 8-point spread, right? Why
I'm
not?
I'm really hoping I'm really hoping that they start off strong. Maybe go up 3-0, 7-0, and then give themselves a little cushion. But a lot like the Rams play last week, this is more just I'm betting on the coach, and I'm hoping for a
Okay.
little letdown from the other team. Right? They see that their team's beat up, and as we know, the Chargers don't have the greatest home field advantage per se, but Kansas City, the spread's bounced around. Believe it or not, it's down to 7.5, which is good
Nice.
news. I like that part. And let's do a little quick review for the viewers on our bronze, silver, and gold. We have Jer at his bronze pick, -7.5, New York Jets at home to Denver. My bronze pick is the Jaguars, +6.5 in Houston. Silver, I got you down for Detroit minus the 3.5 in hosting Seattle, I should say. And then I got the Bears -3 hosting Matt Stafford and the Rams. And for gold, I got you down for the Steeler Nation -1.5
Yeah.
in Indy. And I'm rolling with the Chargers +8, stinky dog. And that's our review. And then do you want to move on to our underdog money line picks for the week?
Yes,
Yeah, you ready?
sir. I'm
Okay,
going
fire away.
with the rolling Minnesota Vikings. Only reason they're a
Mm-hmm.
dog is they're in Green Bay, and it's going to be a divisional battle. But I think Minnesota's the better team, and they're just going to come up just ahead, maybe by a field goal or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the books are expecting Jordan Love to play, and they have won their last two games without him, so you'd expect that to be a boost. But usually, I've
Hey,
noticed
he's been
whenever
out, right?
the first players, his first game back, they're usually not that sharp. And I think if like the books wanted, they could have made this line -3, and people still would have bet Green Bay. So I think it's sharp +2.5. You're getting +120 on the money line. So Vikings, I like that play. My
Yeah.
underdog money line play is them stinking Titans, 0-3 Titans. They are going down to Miami to hopefully stay away from South Beach and pull one out
Well,
because
you're going to
they're
get
zero
some
and
great
3.
effort out of these guys. Again, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
for Jacksonville, if you don't get the effort in this game, you're not getting it for the rest of the season. Like they're going to
Yeah,
leave everything out
desperate.
on the field. And yeah, I do like the Titans. I got them in a super teaser.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's talks that Snoop Huntley might be starting for Miami this week. It could be, the legend Tim Boyle from the Thanksgiving game last year, the Jets in Miami. That
Okay.
was horrible. Or they're saying Skylar Thompson's probably not going to play because he hasn't practiced, which not going to help Miami
Okay.
either way. So it looking like Mr. Huntley for Miami, but first game, new team, you're giving a point
Yeah.
away. I don't know, So
No.
I like Tennessee. Obviously, I'm not in love with it. It's not one of my mineral picks, but
No.
let's see if Mr. Levis can not throw a pick or two, and let's see if Miami has any offense because the last couple of weeks without Tua, they've been looking like pretty much a CFL team, you could say. So yeah, we got
So
you
much
down for
talent.
Vikings +120. Yeah, so much
Yeah.
talent, and it doesn't correlate. So, like you said, even after the first game, you said you weren't that high on Miami. So that was a good call on you so far after 3 weeks, even with the Tua injury. So you got Vikings +120 for your underdog money line pick. I have the lowly Titans +100, 105, whatever it is. Take your pick. Okay, so any other thoughts you'd like to share with the crowd here as we recap and finish up our week
Yeah.
4 best bets?
Just wondering how many touchdowns Malik Neighbors is going to get tomorrow night. Waiting to see him in action because I
Yeah,
haven't really watched any of the games with him. So I got to see this Terrell Owens like beast.
yeah. Well, you're gonna see him on prime time. Also, I know that you're on Bet365, and if you're on the road, you can watch on their app. So any of those shit games on Sunday you can't watch, you can just flip through, and the feed's quicker than like the regular feed sometimes. So I think you're gonna like that.
Nice.
And we will be recapping that Thursday night game. I believe it's -5.5 for Dallas right now. A lot of people are saying it's a must win for Dallas because they always beat up the Giants, but I don't know. The last two games for Dallas was like a
It's a
shit
new
show, and
season.
then
Yeah, it's a new season,
and
man.
the
Dallas.
I mean,
Oh,
every week's a new season almost, right? But like the Giants, week one looked garbage. Week two, decent. You know, they only lost by 2 points to Washington. No touchdowns allowed. And last week they were world beaters. So it's like if you're going by the last 2 weeks, you got to like Giants. But I don't know. That
no,
Giants
I think
offense.
everything's shaping up. I'm sniffing out my weak teams here, and I think
Hmm.
Cleveland is going to be one of them. I know I took them
I
my
agree.
gold the other week there, but they
I
just look
agree.
terrible. So and if they're calling for Jameis already, like it's just
Yeah,
a shit show down there. So
I totally agree. I don't like Cleveland this year. I think they're going to spiral. I see them falling, and yeah, I don't know if they're going to replace Deshaun, but
yeah,
they got to do
Shador,
something.
tank for Shador.
There's like 10 teams tanking for Shador, right? So we shall see. I mean, Carolina, Giants, um, and I guess Tennessee. Maybe Tennessee will be tanking for Shador or for Travis.
They
Who
don't want
knows?
another Malik Willis.
No, I mean Tennessee's drafting of quarterbacks has been pretty shitty the last 5 years. Malik Willis didn't work. Will the Thrill, he's just so volatile. So
We'll see.
yeah, so that was our show. We'd like to thank everyone tuning in. We'd love for you to press the like button, hit the subscribe, leave a comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And we're going to be back for more episodes on Pigskin Picks. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you on the
Peace.
next one. Later, y'all.